Greetings. Today I wanna tell a story or give a brief description about 15 types of guy or male in this world. So let's start with number one. Number one is the jockey. Everybody know jockey is the athlete kind of guy. They have athletic body, usually good looks, and very skillful at probably basketball or soccer. Join the team of the school or the campus team and grab some match or competition around the area, something like that. The second one is the nerdy. Nerdy is type of guy who likes to study, chasing after good grades, become the assistant of the teacher or lecturer of the professor, quite familiar with the library, something like that. And the third one is gonna be the junkie. The junkie is kind of guy who don't give a shit about anything. Life is sucks, and so does he. And he likes to experiment with something dangerous, some kind like extreme sport, extreme challenge. Extreme challenge is doesn't mean a sport, and thinks that using drug is some kind of another experience of life. They get addicted with some drugs or get involved deep with drugs and that kind of thing. The fourth one is the hippie. The hippie thinks that money and rich people are filthy. They tend to believe that in this world, people are created to endorse their own basic nature, something like that. They don't really good with technology. They live closely with nature, and they usually don't think so much about trending or the update modern, something like the new and the latest fashion, something like that. They don't give us with something like that, and most of them are not so wealthy because they think being wealthy or have a lot of fortune in this corrupt and so unjust this world is something that is so wrong. Something like that. Hippie junkie, nerdy jockey, nerdy jockey, nerdy jockey, hippie junkie, nerdy jockey. And the fifth one is gonna be called the wait. Okay, the fifth one is gonna call the Richie. The Richie kind of guy is from the rich, like rich. Since they were born, they don't know what is called hunger or wallet. They don't use wallet. I mean, yeah, credit card and some other things. And you all probably know about this kind of guy. They're different. They live in another world. Like when we pass by with them, it's like they don't exist. We not exist. Something like that. The sixth kind of guy is the army kind of guy. They are brave. They are strict by the rules, live by the rules, and they have good commitment about their principle of life, and they don't afraid of challenging the environment if necessary, and they also respect the elders, the seniors, something like that, and they tend to be stiff in social life. They don't hang around much. They focus on what they are doing and their jobs. And it's the army kind of guy. Usually, it's soldiers. The second kind of guy is the officer kind of guy. The officer kind of guy is like they are so-so in life, not so good looking but not ugly, not so smart but not dumb. They tend to be filling up the hole, something like that. When something is missing, they fill into it, something like that. The mediocre kind of guy that most girls will probably think they are not really visible, but later on, they are the best option of many women got, something like that. The hit kind of guy is the goofy kind of guy. This goofy kind of guy is they are funny, and most people thinks that this guy is dumb, but it's kind of good kind of dumb, something like that, you know. And they think that life is peachy, but in peach is also a fruit, something like that, and we like to eat fruits. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, the ninth kind of guy is the girly boys. They look so pretty, they're sweet, they're gentle, they're sensitive, but they're still a guy, you know what I mean? Okay. And the 10th kind of guy is the B, the metrosexual bisexual guy. I'm including there in this kind of 5 types is 15 types, because these 15 types are composed by diversity in their attraction with women, their relationship with girls. So because bisexual guy is like they have partner or they're like men, but they also like women. So I put it in the 10th kind of guy. This bisexual guy is usually clean and like quite athletic, most of them, and they smell good. Their knowledge about the advanced trending or the fashion or the update news or the what's next in this world is quite good. They're quite balancing in their life. Like they also make some money. They treat it well, their family well, and something like that. That's the 10th kind of guy. The 11th kind of guy is the knight in shining armor. The knight in shining armor kind of guy is like finding Yeti in Alaska, something like that. Well, I don't even sure that they are exist, but there are types of celebrities or famous people that represent this kind of guy. So everybody knows about the tailgate and the characteristic is so familiar. So let's skip to the 12th kind of guy. The 12th kind of guy is the the 12th kind of guy is the wait, I forgot, sorry. Okay, I remember now. The 12th kind of guy is leader-like kind of guy. They're so active in organization. At early age, they join some party, political or some, have in social or some foundation, something like that. They contribute a lot. They do voluntary working, social working, something like that. They believe that they can change the world, they can influence people better, something like that. They got vision in their lives, something like that. And they tend to be very idealistic in their lives. That's the 12th kind of guy. The 13th kind of guy is the trance guy. This is so rare, but the trance guy is usually the one who gets the blame and takes responsibility for almost anything. Like when you're in groups, people and there's some trouble, it's been the one that has to responsible, or it's become like the person in charge of cleaning the class, something like that, but upon the leader of the class. But in truth, he's not the leader, he's like most like the slave, he's doing everything by himself, something like that. That's the 13th kind of guy. The 14th kind of guy is the smooth and swift kind of guy. The smooth and swift kind of guy is like the proportion of the other kind of guy. Women think they are sweet, guy think they are awesome, something like that. He good at sport, he good at music, he does well in lesson and education, he maintains good between friendship and love, he takes care of his family, something like. And this kind of guy is, well, I don't know, perhaps a lot of people represent this type. It's maybe in real life something like, if I have to mention, it's gonna be like, it's kind of difficult, but rain, something like that, or that's practically it. So, okay, let's move on to the 15th. This 15th, according to me, is the total loser. He always loses, and everything he does is always a mess, and everything he ever dreamed of and everything he wants to reach is always fail. But somehow he thinks it's like, well, that's was part of him, something like that. Like failure is something that like you were born and you were blind, something like that, and somehow you have to manage to able to use another sense, like daredevil, something like that. No, I'm just trying to make a good point of view. That's all about the 15 types of guys in this world. Next time, if you like, give comments or at least watch my videos. I'm gonna describe about type of women in this world. Okay? See ya.